date set because we kind of needed to do a little bit more research. And so we're kind of looking at March the 24th through April the 7th, which would give us a month to kind of finish some of the planning. I know the city is limited on resources, but the compost assistance would help a lot. And then we may need some help with communications, you know, if there are venues of communication as well. And then the other thing we were interested in was, and I need to do this, talk to maybe the school to see if maybe during spring break, if there are students that don't have plans for spring break, like the high school students, that, you know, during that time there could be an opportunity for those students to help us during the spring break. And lastly, the help with people that are required to do community service. So who is that person that could help us coordinate that? Does anybody know?
What is it, community service?
Yes, so like if there are people who are obligated to do community service, that we could get with whoever the overseer is and help us plan and schedule them.
I can give you the number. It would be private probation.
Okay.
As far as those that are on, that would be required to do that city court, and maybe also Division 2, they would be put on probation. Part of one of the divisions of probation requirements would be to do community service, and it would be through private probation. It used to be CMO Community Services. I can give you the number.
Okay.
Dennis Rainey runs it now for us locally, and but they would be the ones that coordinate.
Again, initially we were looking at Ward 1 as being a catalyst, and then learning from that, and then trying to footprint that through the other wards. Our idea for reaching out to the school system came from the Chamber of Commerce. Actually, when we reached out to them, they said, you know, they had thought about coordinating some type of initiative before, and they said, well, what if you distributed trash bags to the school? They could give it to the students along with maybe playing a video or something emphasizing the importance of cleaning up your neighborhood, and just ask them to pick up the trash in their own yard. You know, if there's trash, you know, collect it in your own yard. So we will continue down that path and just see where that leads us. But that would also allow the students go to school, but they live in all the wards. So that would kind of put a little bit of effort distributed across the city, as well as having that initial focused cleaning in Ward 1. We also talked to the Department of Conservation, Missouri Department of Conservation, and they are going to assign a couple of resources to us to actually come down and do a walkthrough with us of Ward 1, and then look at some other things that maybe they could assist us with. So we're planning that in March, and that's why I was kind of stretched for this March 24th date, thinking that maybe if we had a little bit more runway to plan and look into maybe April 21st through May 5th as an alternate date. What about the beautification committee that you had? Has that been disbanded because of the trash plans? Or is there still someone that might be able to help us just from a planning perspective?
Really, let's go with trash committee.
So,
That's what it should go to.
Yeah.
Okay.
and so it would be, I guess,
County Sparks is the,
Talk to me.
Okay.
They're wanting to have a meeting, but I asked them to wait until after tonight's meeting to set it up.
Okay. So get with Townie Sparks on the trash committee, and then Terry is going to get us the contact.
I'll get that contact.
And then, again, we have not set a date because, you know, we really want to make sure that we plan, because there's a lot of moving parts here. And, you know, maybe there's something that we can do in phases, but I'm just looking forward to working with as many people in the community as possible to clean it up a little bit. And if anybody has any questions, I've provided my contact information, but if there's anyone here that wants to talk to us after the meeting, if anybody has any contacts in the school system, I'm open to feedback and anything and everything that we can do to work together.
Thank you.
Motion?
Motion. Closed session.
Roll call?
Yes.
5-minute break.
Okay.